There's a couple really interesting things in Lamentations 5 as we are looking at prayer. Hi, everyone. This is R.A. Sweeney here to talk to you about another passage from the book Praying with the Writings as part of the Praying with the Bible series. Today, again, looking at Lamentations 5, it's kind of this long prayer. And there's two things specifically that I found interesting. It follows a very common pattern that we see in prayers all throughout the Bible, where something bad's going on in the person praying's life. And so they pray this prayer of like just pouring out their heart. And God, it's terrible. And God, this is the worst. And God, I'm struggling with this. And we're having these problems, and just laying out all the problems. And typically what we see with these sorts of prayers is the person's got all this like bottled up, and they let it all out, and they needed to vent it, and they needed to bring it to God. And when they bring it to God, they find that like, okay, you know what? Like, I do trust God though. Like, coming into your presence, like, man, I do trust you, and I feel better now that I got this off my chest, and I've brought it to you, and I trust that you're going to handle it. And so you see kind of the stress come out in the prayer. And then they're like, but God, you're pretty awesome, pretty great, pretty trustworthy, so I'm going to trust in you. And I'm sorry if I was, overwhelming in this prayer, if I, went the wrong way with it, went too far with it, any of those things. I'm going to trust you. Thanks for listening to my prayer. I'm just going to sit and wait because you're awesome and you're going to do good things. This is Lamentations, though. And so it kind of cuts off before we see that. So you have that huge outpouring, and then you see that it seems like he's going to turn the page, like, but you're great, God, and you do great things, and you're trustworthy and powerful and all the good things. And then it just stops. It never turns the corner. And so it leaves this kind of cliffhanger of like, God, things are really bad. And you're the type of God that I trust will take care of these things and does great things. And so I'm going to need to see it. Like it leaves that hanging like, God, I'm going to need you to prove this for me because I cannot get to that point where I'm just resting and trusting in you. And it's in the Bible. Like, this is okay for us to pray like that. But the other thing that's hard is there's a little nugget in there that really kind of implies that they think they're suffering unjustly, that they didn't deserve this to come, and like, God, like, you did this and we didn't deserve it, so I'm going to need you to fix it. And so then it seems like maybe there's a little bit of sin mixed in there as well. And so it's really kind of just this difficult prayer that ends on a cliffhanger, which should take us back to our prayers and how faithful are we in those, and where is sin corrupting that. So that's what we have for this week. I hope it's a blessing. Thanks, everyone.